Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. You know, I was just looking around our mountain monastery, and man, this just is looking so cool. It's just looking so neat. This is by far the coolest thing I've ever built in Minecraft. I am over the moon with how it turned out. This view is just awesome. Really cool set of stairs, and then we can't even see all of it. We come down here, and we've got the super neat wall that kind of started it all. This is just, it's so neat. Oh, it's just so neat. And we're going to be doing some work in here today, because there's still so much I want to do with this place, and oh man, is it just... I don't know, that's one of the neat things about Minecraft, is you do something like this, and then you build this, and then you get to play in it, and it's just so neat. This is cool, this is fun, I love this game. I hope you guys do too. This is just, it's incredible. And we go in here, and it's just as cool. Still not sure about this thing. I know, a couple of people have kind of chimed in. Well, one person's kind of chimed in on this. And I don't know. Half the time I like that it breaks the sight line, and half the time I don't like that it breaks the sight line when you walk in. So I don't know. I think we're going to keep it for now, but I don't know. I can be convinced otherwise. So yeah, we're going to be working in here today. But first, there's something else I want to tell you guys about. We are still very close to the Mountain Monastery. This is just the backside of the library, and I'm heading over to a castle built by another guy on the server, a guy by the name of Gandhi Bar. And the reason why I'm heading over here is because I want to talk to you guys about something that we're going to work on. Now, there are a few of us on the server, and we've all built stuff really close to one another. However, we haven't really built anything together. And Gandhi Bar is currently building this castle onto this island around here. And I had talked to him, and I asked if maybe we could use this little plateau area as kind of a castle village. And he was cool, and he agreed. So we're all going to... This area here is going to get split up into little plots, and each player on the server can probably have one or two plots depending on what they want to do, and we're gonna try and build a little village here. And I'm pretty excited about that. It'd be really cool to build with the guys on the server instead of just near them. I just wanted to, as we're heading back into the monastery, have another little kind of talk with you guys and kind of talk about my design method or style, or you could honestly also call it a lack thereof. I found that when I'm designing something, I get an idea for something and I say, oh, that's a cool idea, but I can't start building it yet. Even if I get a couple of ideas for it, like even if I've got some great ideas rattling around in my head, I just can't begin it. Like, there always has to be one kind of, one idea that my brain kind of latches onto that I'm like, I can build something around that. Like with this library, making that skeleton spawner into a display piece was the idea that I built this library around. And even though anymore it's not necessarily even the big focal point of the library, it's actually something you hardly even notice, but that just the concept of doing that kind of informed everything else that I've built in this building. So I'm really I've got ideas for a bunch of projects, but none of them have had that kind of eureka idea where I'm like, oh, go with that. So I think one thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to jumpstart that. And I am just going to try to create some unique negative space in this building, which, hopefully the form will then define the function. So I think we're going to start there, and I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to turn out. So I heard this guy poking around the monastery, and yeah, he's not stealing one of the monastery's blocks. Let's get him. Get him, 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 get him. Got him. I started recording this episode today pretty late in the day, so I'm already getting a little sleepy, and I don't do my best work, at least recording wise, when I'm really tired. But I do want to show you guys the space I think we're going to be working in today. And I do just want to say I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about this big chunk here, this quarter of the library. Just not sure. But there is a really neat space that I wanted to make use of, and it's down here. So obviously the first challenge is, how do we get down there? Because I think a stair there would be kind of awkward. But so this is the outside wall. This is the back of our pattern that's next to our summoning circle. So these can't be, so this wall can't really be altered, so we're just going to have to cover it up. Same with this. So while this looks pretty big right now at 5 wide, when we decorate it, it's only going to be at most 3 wide. Which should still be plenty to work with, especially for what I'm thinking of. But it comes down here, and we just make a left turn. Again, it's 5 wide, and I don't even know how tall. 5 tall. So this whole thing is going to shrink down a good bit. And the ideas are starting to percolate, maybe a little bit, but like I said, I'm also really tired right now. So I'm actually going to sleep on this, and I think we're going to come at it with a fresh perspective tomorrow, and hopefully some really cool ideas. I do already have some ideas. I don't want to share them just yet, but I will talk to you guys about it whence next I record. Okay, so confession time. I know I said that this stairway down here was going to go down to the alchemy area. But with the room we're kind of working on now, I got a little more ambitious with it. So this doesn't really go to an alchemy area anymore. It goes into the room we were digging out. Yeah, this just got a lot bigger. I don't know what I was thinking. I might be crazy. But I've got a plan for this room, and it's going to be archives, basically. And then at the end, we are going to build a secret redstone door that will actually go into our alchemy area. We won't be building the alchemy area because this bad boy is going to take a while to do, but I have a plan, and so I think it should look pretty good. However, I have a lot of work to do. So, okay, I wanted to bring you guys an update, but here's the deal. It's an update that's supposed to be encouraging. And let me just go down and show you what's going on first. And I apologize for the eyesore. Now, if you look at this here, this whole area, it just looks like a red hot mess. Like, really, it looks like a red hot mess. But I know, I feel it in my bones that when I get done, when I build the whole thing out, it's going to look really awesome. So the reason why this is about encouragement is, if you're building something and it looks horrible, halfway through it, a quarter of the way through it or whatever, don't give up on it. It could be awesome. There could be awesomeness waiting, and I'm sure of it. This is going to end up looking really cool. It's just not looking really cool now. Oh man, this is just kind of ugly, ain't it? Anyway, I'm going to get a lot more done on this, and then I want to show you guys when it's looking a bit more complete, and it is going to look a lot better. Enderman stealing my scenery. Get back here with that. Yeah, that's right. Dropped in pearls. I finished the vast majority of that room, and I'm really kind of liking the way it looks. You know, originally it was going to be an alchemy area, but I had what I think is a better idea kicking around in my head for the alchemy area, so I want to let that kind of percolate a bit before I do that. And so we turned this area into kind of an archive. Now, like our study rooms that we did over here, let's go take a look. It's going to be gloomy. It's going to be kind of stark and, you know, very little lighting. Although, don't worry, down here I've half-slabbed the dark areas so that monsters won't spawn in here. And hopefully I've done the same over there. But it's going to be kind of gloomy like that. Like that the knowledge and the learning wasn't really necessarily all that important to these particular monks. Maybe these monks were just a little bit arrogant. So we'll head down and we'll go into here. And ew, it's dark and spooky. Okay, so this room is on 2 levels. I don't have the end caps yet. That's my next step. But we've got 2 levels here, and I hope you guys can see this. I know things get kind of dark on YouTube. We'll move up to the 2nd level in a second. But we've got books and then ladders up to the 2nd level, and you know, that's kind of it. I really like how kind of moody and spotty the lighting is in here. It looks really cool. It makes for a neat effect. Now this floor is half slabbed, so monsters should not be able to spawn on this floor. Matter of fact, the only places I'm afraid they might be able to spawn is right here, but I don't think they will because we've got a ladder in that space. But anyway, let's head up. It's a little lighter up here. So we get up here, and there are 2 light sources in this entire room, which accounts for the fact that it's so dim in here. And what I was going for up here is, you know, we've just got these wood planks kind of stretched across as a walkway. Basically, I want this to look kind of like, you know, the monks just slapped it in and got it done. You know, this is unfinished wood here that the monks used rather than trying to make it a little more finished or pretty like the rest of the monastery. So, and you've got this little support that actually holds up these little platforms. And so you're walking on here. If there's a way to make this creak and sway, I would. But it's Minecraft. It's not real life. Sad face. But yeah, so this is the design we're going with. Again, I don't have... Like, I've got some ideas for the end walls, and I'm actually going to work on that next. But I don't have it in yet. But once we get those done, that's going to be this room finished. And I think this just looks really good. Especially down on this first level when you first walk in. And it's so kind of dark and gloomy down here. Uh-oh. Monsters can appear in here. Ah, that's such a bummer. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do now. Let's see. Because I'm guessing they'd have to be appearing in here. Because they can't appear on these because these are half slabs in the bottom half. So they would have to appear in there because that's the only place they're really eligible to. I think probably what I'm going to have to do is take the wooden log out and put a stone stair there. Do I have any stone stairs? Yes, I do. We're going to do that. Drop that there. And now they cannot appear on the mobs can't appear on stairs, so hopefully that should take care of it. And it even might look a little better anyway. Break up the long line of oak log. Okay, back to the drawing board. Now to practice our long distance shooting. Get him. Wow. There we go. Boom. I just finished up our kind of the ends of our L, or the L shape of our archive, and this should look pretty familiar. We use this a lot through our monastery, and I kind of wanted to tie it in, and I thought it would work pretty well there. And so yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. We have to have a torch there to keep that spot lit up enough to not spawn any monsters. The stairs we put here should keep any more monsters from spawning in here, and I got really lucky that it was a skeleton and not a creeper, because I walked face first into it. So we've still got it really gloomy in here, which I like, although I did add a torch down here just because this is kind of be like a book repair station or whatever, where, you know, a monk can stay here and repair some old folio or rebind some old musty tome. And also what it's going to be, this is going to be where our secret passage is. Unfortunately, I don't think we have time. I don't have time left this week in my recording schedule to get the secret passage in, especially since I'm very sure what I thought was going to work absolutely will not. Like I said, I am terrible at redstone. So this week I'm going to do some research for what I want to do, and next week we'll be able to make a pretty cool little secret passage that will work well, and certainly work better than anything I could come up with if I just tried to do it off the cuff. But yeah, I do really like this little book archive we've made. You know, it's cramped and utilitarian, and you know, that's kind of what I wanted for it, and it's pretty neat, and it's kind of gloomy, and it's not as showy as the rest of the monastery is, because there's nothing in here that the monks would want to show off and feel proud about. So So it's like this, and I really think that's neat. I think it gives a different feel than the rest of the monastery, and that's kind of what I wanted. It's similar but different, and I don't know, I really enjoyed making it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I had a lot of fun in this episode. I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you think down in the comments, like I said before. And, you know, I know we've been spending a lot of time in this library. I know we've been spending a lot of time on this monastery. But you know what? I think it's really paying off, because we're getting a lot of different sections that, you know, work together thematically, but they all have kind of they have a different feel, a different vibe. And I really like that. It doesn't look like we just slapped this all together at once. It looks like it was something that was constructed over time with, you know, different, you know, needs and intentions going into the construction of it. And I think that's really cool. I think that gives it a very unique and organic feel. It's been a blast. I hope you guys are having fun with it. And thank you again for tuning in. If you're enjoying my episodes, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to get wild and crazy, or even if we want to just go above and beyond the craziness spectrum. If you want to share any of my videos on social media, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, we are out of time this week. I had fun. I hope you had fun. And we'll talk to you guys next week.